What's up, lads? Welcome back to another Jeff Fixations video. I hope y'all are doing well. Today, I want to read over this developer discussion that Genshin posted almost a week ago, talking over what we're going to see in version 4.8. Let's just go ahead and get started here. So the key points that we're going to cover here, it looks like encounter points will be accumulated. I'm assuming those are those daily points we earn by doing either the dailies themselves or the events and the exploration chests and stuff. Also, bosses will respawn much faster. That already sounds really good. I'm really excited for that. Okay, dear traveler, the latest developer discussion has arrived. Today, we'll be introducing the optimizations that will be released in version 4.8. To improve your game experience, we've added some new features and updated existing systems, so let's check them out. In addition, to follow the official launch of the new gameplay mode Imaginarium Pieter, I just made a video about that when we just delve into what the game mode was and what it offered. We are also continuing to monitor the travelers' feedback. So let's see what kind of problems they've been hearing from the community about it. The initial intention behind the design of Imaginarium Pieter was to provide travelers with new and diverse combat experiences through the introduction of new scenarios. Okay, yeah, it's pretty new. However, there are indeed various shortcomings in the current gameplay, particularly in the lack of sufficient positive feedback from different party lineups during battle. Therefore, in the upcoming adjustments, we will continue to focus on elemental reactions and considering designing more strategically powerful and user-friendly mechanics for everyone to consider. Okay, let's see. Lack of sufficient positive feedback for different party lineups. I'm assuming that's tied to the fact that we're restricted to 3 elements unless you have those 4 exceptions, the Dendro and the Cryo. And I haven't played the Imaginarium Theater that much, but from my current experience that I've had, you are forced into certain gameplay loops because of the challenges to earn the stars that you need to actually get all the rewards. For example, like you'll be forced to use normals, then you're locked into certain DPS options that only do normals. Or you're forced to do proc overload or freeze, stuff like that. So I can see what they mean there. And I'm wondering what they'll do. Maybe they'll have multiple criteria to earn the same star for said level. We'll have to see. Furthermore, regarding the issue raised by many travelers about the randomness of character acquisition, a mechanic to push specific characters has already been implemented. However, as the effect of the mechanic remains at a subtle level, the actual results are not ideal. In future iterations, we will also optimize the method of obtaining characters, such as providing multiple options for players to choose from in certain instances of character acquisition. This is definitely a problem in hard, because in normal and in easy you was like 10 characters and 14 characters or so, but in hard it's 16. So I can already imagine a scenario where, let's say you need Chevy to make your overload team work, and you could go like act 2, act 3, and you still haven't really received a Chevy, so your entire overload team is like useless until then. And that's just one specific character, 1 out of 16 or whatever. And that's just one example. Obviously, maybe you did bring in an Al-Haytham, he's your only Dendro character, and you want to make the Aggravate team work, or a Hyper Bloom team. Well, there's no Hydro, so not really Hyper Bloom. Alright, moving on. Optimizations for Imaginarium Theater are currently under development and will continue to be implemented in a subsequent update. In subsequent updates, we hope that these changes will provide travelers with a better gaming experience. We sincerely appreciate everyone's constructive feedback. Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's always good that the game mode will become more playable and less stressful, so that's always fine. We don't mind that. Okay, so let's see. See, the key points and counterpoints are gonna be accumulated, and bosses will respawn much faster. Cool. Dear traveler, the latest. Okay, we just read that. The counterpoints will be accumulated. So let's actually see what's going on here. To help travelers take even more control of their game time, from version 4.8 onwards, any excess encounter points you gain will be accumulated and converted to long-term encounter points. Okay, expend original resin through any means and you'll be able to convert long-term encounter points back into daily encounter points to obtain reward. And at a rate of, for every 30 original resin you spend, you'll be able to convert enough long-term encounter points to obtain 1 reward. Cool. Okay, so yeah, encounter points are those gift box points that you earn by doing daily related activities. Dailies give you 1 whole point. Exploring chests, depending on the rarity of the chest, can go anywhere between like an 1/8 to a whole point. Doing not bounties, doing requests. So your weekly request also generates this. Doing events will generate a lot of this. So yeah, let's say you hit your 4 for the daily requirements. You should be able to store up even more. Let's say you just knock out an event all in one go and you've got like 12 points. That's gonna already cover enough overlap for like another 2 days or so, from what I understand. But you will still have to use resin to actually obtain these points. So it's not exactly as easy. Well, actually kind of is, because Honkai's system with the the daily progress is you pretty much always get it every day as long as you're doing the simple grind with the Trailblazer power. powder. It's the same idea here. As long as you're spending, what's that going to be, 120 resin a day, and you've already accumulated a good amount of points, you'll have no problem doing dailies just from using your resin. So yeah, as long as you have enough long-term points, you can obtain daily rewards just by crafting condensed resin. True, you don't even have to go and farm a domain or something. If you have enough points, you could literally just run to the alchemy table and just create condensed resin, and you're done for the day. You can literally just hop on Genshin for 3 minutes or less, and then just claim all your dailies, and that's literally it. So that's gonna be great for days where you're just like really busy or you just don't feel like playing, and you literally only need to log on for like 2 minutes. And then long-term encounter points will only reset at the beginning of each version X.0. So yeah, that means like every major content cycle, 4.0, 5.0, 6.0. So that means we're gonna be able to generate these long-term encounter points throughout the entire year. So yeah, the next reset will be 5.0. So we still get like a month to try this when 4.8 rolls out until we'll get reset for 5.0. And like, I'm assuming late August is usually when they drop the new year. And then after that, 6.0. But yeah, from 5.0 onwards, we're going to have a lot of points for sure. All right, next point. Bosses will respawn much faster. How much faster? Let's see. In the new version, the respawn time for bosses will be shortened to 10 seconds, with one exception being Lupus Boreas, Dominator of Wolves. I mean, I don't do that weekly boss anymore. I don't have any characters that require that loot, and I don't like doing that boss because it's the only weekly boss you still gotta run to. You know, there's no spawn point that puts you right in front of the wolf. Everything else has the domains, so that's not gonna be a problem. And now even less of a reason to farm him if you really don't need him. So that's gonna be really nice. 10 seconds is crazy because we went from originally 3 minutes or so. It was a 3-minute timer or 2-minute timer. I think it was 3 minutes, and now it's 10 seconds. I don't want to say that this is a response to Wuthering Waves, because what there is is like it's a quick timer. I've had situations where I've farmed a boss in Wuwa. You know, let's say they dropped something and I need to equip it. Literally the time that it takes me to enter the menu and swap out the echo, I will go back to menu. I'll go back to, I'll leave the menu and it's already attacking me in my face. So it's crazy, and this is gonna be a great change for sure. I mean, farming bosses was annoying. It was very annoying to defeat a boss, have to wait like 3 minutes. Usually what I would do, since I hate waiting, TikTok brain rot, right? You would attack the boss, and then if I have a lot of resin to farm that day, I would probably either do a daily, so like I'll do a daily boss, a daily boss, a daily boss, or if I have extra resin, I'll do like a artifact domain boss, artifact domain boss, artifact domain boss. But even sometimes you can clear those domains now in like less than a minute, so there'll still be some time there to wait. This is obviously going to be a much needed change going forward for sure, to farm a bunch of new people. All right, let's see. Next point. Spiral Abyss party setup screen has been optimized. After the version 4.8 update, you will be able to drag character avatars when setting up parties for Spiral Abyss, making it easier for you to change character positions in different parties. Yeah, I don't know why we didn't have that feature for how long has it been? 3 years now? I feel like that should have been the feature way long time ago. Yeah, I mean, either way, I'm glad we finally have it, because I mean, yeah, if you're experimenting with lots of teams in Spiral Abyss, you hate the fact that you have to like click off of everybody and then replace them in the menu, back and forth with the character list and then this little menu here. So another welcome quality of life change, obviously. In addition, to help you find the characters you need faster, we've added an Astral Mark status filler option to the Spiral Abyss character filter screen. Okay, cool. So now you can mark certain characters that you're gonna use. Did you already know? Put Bennett on there, put Yelan on there, put Lahita on there. Some pretty staple characters you're probably gonna see in 90% of teams. Put Kazuha on there. So that'll save you some time finding those very key characters that you're gonna be using for Spiral Abyss. All right, next, moving on. New review and hide dialogue features. A dialogue review feature will be added in the new version. From this screen, you'll be able to view the dialogue records for this segment of the story or listen to the voiceovers again. Okay, so yeah, this is something that we definitely saw in Honkai, but even then, I don't think they had it on launch. They added it like shortly after, and I think Wuwa got this from launch as well. I mean, so yeah, obviously I'm surprised that it took this long to get this feature. Something so staple that most gacha games have as well, other than like the main Hoyo games. I'm pretty sure, like for sure, like Ghost Frontline has that, Azur Lane has that. Hell, I mean, Azur Lane, you can go back and just rewatch the entire story at your own pace and whenever you want. Yeah, you'll be able to review the dialogues. I mean, that's nice. Surprised it took this long, but I'm glad we finally have it. Because yeah, imagine just missing a single line and now you're just like, oh, what happened? Because you looked away for like 30 seconds. Let's see. Aside from this, in the new version, there'll also be a new feature that lets you hide the dialogue screen. Again, surprised we didn't have this, but now we have it. If there's a certain cutscene, a certain screenshot that you wanna, I don't know, savor, there you go. Now you can. A feature for the gooners among all, for sure. All right, new hide UI feature. It's not just the dialogue screen that also has new features. After the version 4.8 update, you'll also be able to hide the map, party, and other UI elements on the main screen. This will help you enjoy an even more immersive adventure in the world of Teyvat. Okay, so now you can just go no HUD, which is nice. I mean, once you put the game long enough, I don't really think you even need the HUD. It's not like there's like an ammo counter or anything. So that's gonna be a pretty nice immersion. I don't know if I'll ever play with it. Maybe on days where I'm just gonna log on and just explore. I think it'd be pretty nice to just immerse yourself a little bit more, for sure. Yes. And then for photo, obviously for the photographers among you, that's probably like the best feature they could have added. All right, so this is a section for new players. Newcomers to Teyvat, look this way. All right, let's see. This probably won't apply to the majority of us. If you're here, you're probably already been playing this game for a while. But if you're new, I want to welcome you to Genshin Impact. Try not to log into Twitter too much, but otherwise it's a great game. Challenge gameplay adjusted for some quests. Let's see, just quickly skimming. Let's see, quick version, the current version, traveler's difficulty. Okay, so in particular, there's two missions that they're targeting here. The anti-Raiden Shogun training, which is at like near the end of the Archon quest for Inazuma. It seems that, let's see, to prevent the possibility that travelers will repeatedly attempt this challenge so as to complete it, our dev team has adjusted the prompts to make it clear that the challenge can be completed in any difficulty. Honestly, it's been so long since I've done that. I think it's been almost 2 years since I've played this mission. Meanwhile, we have also decreased the challenge difficulty in easy. Dang. It was easy too hard? There's no way. Well, we hope that this will help travelers progress with their adventures with more ease. I mean, I don't want to say skill issue, but if you're struggling with the easy mode, I don't know what to say. But I mean, there you go. That's Genshin throwing you a bone. And let's see, license to glide. No way. In the new version, we have decreased the difficulty of the license to glide in Amber story quest to help travelers complete the challenge more easy. Yeah, so I literally haven't played this since I started playing the game. Who knows how many years ago now. I mean, I don't remember struggling on it. I guess some people were struggling on gliding, you know, holding W or whatever it is on mobile, the screen stick forward. There you go. There's gonna be a lot more bad flyers out there for sure. So it's not they're just giving out licenses to everybody. Hey, I mean, it is what it is. All right, next point. Change to when world level adjustment feature becomes available. Aside from storyline changes, the dev team have also discovered that some new travelers may have been having difficulties dealing with enemies in the open world after increasing their world level, even to the extent that their whole party would be defeated. Yikes. Okay. I mean, I don't remember that happening much to me. I think at most, because there's not really a big jump between world levels. We know world level 4 to 5, 5 to 6, 7 to 8. So I never really thought that was a big issue. Maybe if you're fighting, maybe the bosses at most. If you just jump to a new world level, now you gotta go farm your bosses. That might be an issue. But let's see. To this end, the world level adjustment feature will now become available when you reach world level 3. What was it previously? I don't remember. Travelers will also now see a lower difficulty button on the screen when their whole party is defeated to help them find a suitable combat difficulty. I mean, I guess that's fair. Okay, I do remember actually, when you first go to Inazuma, I think that region is significantly harder than what you had in Liyue and in Mondstadt. So that would probably be the biggest jump in difficulty that I can imagine right now. Moving on. Difficulties on certain domains in Mondstadt and Liyue have been adjusted. I mean, these domains are so old now. I suppose it's time to revamp them, but let's see what they did. After long-term observation, the dev team has also discovered that newer travelers have been finding the unique mechanisms and types of enemies in some domains of Mondstadt and Liyue quite challenging, resulting in a lower completion rate among these. To address this issue, we have adjusted the leyline disorders in some domains. There's some listed there. I'm not going to bother reading those. Let's see. Here's one example they gave. This is from Cecilia Garden, the talent domain again in Mondstadt. So previously, yeah, your character would be, this is the slowing water one that slows down your skill cooldowns and is now just going to be all characters gain electro damage bonus. Okay, me personally, I was just using my Cryo Ganyu team, my freeze team. I guess they want you to use electro. I get that electro helps break cryo shields, or was it hydro shields in that domain? It's hydro. Hydro shields. But I think it's easier, honestly, if you just freeze them. That domain at the highest difficulty can be cleared in less than a minute if you're just freezing them, because they can't even touch you. Anyways, there you go. You don't have to worry about your skill cooldowns being lowered. I mean, I was using Ganyu. I guess that's why I never felt it, because Ganyu was a charge attack DPS, not a skill or burst DPS. In addition, We have also made adjustments to the enemy types in certain domains. Example again from Cecilia Garden. So now they looks like for the lower difficulty, that's level 59. I don't know if this applies to all difficulties, but for the lower one, they got rid of the Hydro Mage. I mean, he's annoying. I don't like him. If that's for all difficulties, then yeah, then that won't. There's no way it is though. But if that is for all difficulties, that domain will be ridiculously easy because I mean, all the mages do is just slow it down. All right, final point here. To save storage device on some devices, travelers playing on mobile devices can use the past quest resource management feature in the in-game settings resources screen to delete the resource from completed quest. Have you ever tried this feature? Has it been implemented? I don't know. After the version 4.8 update, we will provide a one-time red dot prompt for travelers who have resources that can be cleared but never used this feature before. Has it always been in the game? I mean, I think this is this for mobile only? Yes, it's on mobile. I don't play mobiles. I guess I've never seen it. I play on PC, but I guess for you mobile players, I know there's a lot of complaints, especially with like Zenless, of the game just being way too damn big. So there you go. I guess you'll never go back to old quests, so you'll never notice that it's gone. But there you go. Less storage to worry about. Pretty nice. All right, so there's actually one more tab that I want to read. It's something they posted a lot more recently, as I was planning on making this video. And then they made a new post on another endgame high difficulty game mode, permanent too, called Envisioned. What is that? It's not envisioned. Envisaged? Is that envisaged? Hold on. Yes, envisaged. Okay. Envisaged Echos. I don't know what. I've never seen that word. I might just be dumb. Anyway, Envisaged Echos. So let's see what this new game was all about. I'm surprised we're getting a new endgame game mode so soon. We just got Imaginarium Theater. I mean, I'm not complaining at all. If it gives more free modes, if it gives more resources, I will not complain. So let's see. Hello, traveler. Version 4.8 will introduce a brand new high difficulty permanent challenge game mode called Envisaged Echos. Come show off how well you understand character building as well as your character skills, your gameplay skills. Complete character challenges to obtain special rewards. Cool. Yeah, it's that one painting in the Imaginarium Theater lobby. Once you walk in, it should be like hard left. In the corner of the theater lobby, vibrant colors have emerged. Yep, the canvas. You touch that canvas, I'm assuming this is where it's gonna take you to some different domain. Okay, cool. Are you ready to take on this challenge? Eligibility: adventure rank 35 and above. Complete and finalize the combat performance in Act 6 or higher of the Imaginarium Theater. Act 6, that's gonna be on normal, so you have to clear it on normal at least. Which I mean, I did it on normal, wasn't hard at all. You shouldn't struggle clearing it on normal. Even the child characters plus a friend unit will definitely help you get through normal, no problem. In this gameplay mode, each Envisaged Echo challenge corresponds to a designated character and its own independent challenge mode. You're free to select a suitable stage to complete the challenge based on which character you've built. Okay, so let's see. This gameplay requires a high level of character building and gameplay skill. Oh, this should be pretty easy. To overcome the various challenges, you will have to think carefully about character building strategies and make sure you do your homework. I don't wanna. Let's see what's going on. The character challenges for Envisaged Echos will be constantly updated. In the first season, challenges will be available for the following 5 characters: Jean, Chi-Chi, Diluc, Ningguang, and Kirara. Okay, so we're kind of screwed because, well, Jean I'm almost done building. Chi-Chi I haven't built. Ningguang I do have a level 80, only as a support build though from my Navia. And then Kirara, I don't even think I have her. And then Diluc, I do have him at C3, unfortunately. It wasn't by choice, but I mean, I could go back and finish building Diluc. I never finished maxing him out because I had him pretty early game, and then by then I already had gotten better options. Like the minute I got Hu Tao, who's Diluc, you know? But looks like they're playing it pretty safe with the options of the 5 stars. These are all standard characters that you can get at any time. 3 standard 5 stars and 2 4 stars, which you should have, especially Ningguang. I'm pretty sure they've given out free Ningguangs like throughout the last 2 years plenty of times. Kirara, I mean she's only been featured in a couple banners, but she is in the standard pool. I guess I just haven't been lucky in getting her. Right, so what's the actual reward? I don't see Primo Gem, so a little sad, but let's see. For every character challenge you complete, you obtain the corresponding character's Echo cosmetic as a proof of the deep bond. Okay, so there's 5 new trails for characters. Right there shown in the animation is Kirara and the little leaves things, magical leaf things. That's cool. So what I'm noticing then is what they're doing is that they're setting a new precedence. Well, it's not a new precedence, but with this in Imaginarium Theater, they're starting to focus on like individual character cosmetics, which is awesome. I mean, low key, right? It's awesome because when you play the game so long, what is the true end game besides Abyss, right? It's the drip. Okay, take this from Destiny, whatever, but the real end game is the drip. Okay, what sets you apart from other level 90 Hu Taos, other level 90 Ganyus? It's the drip. My Ganyu has the new skin they released. My Ganyu's got a new trail because I did that high level challenge with Ganyu. So I guess in a way it's a flex that you really understand this character and you use this character that you're main. So obviously for people who main these 5 characters, this is like the best day ever. For sure. So the actual gameplay, what do we need to do to accomplish this? So you would need to use Keys of Echoes to unlock character challenge stages. Unlocking challenge stage for one character requires 2 Keys of Echoes. Okay, I already see a 1 out of 4, so you can only hold 4 of them. During each season of the Imaginarium Theater, you can claim Keys of Echoes by fulfilling certain requirements during performances. You'll have to pay Imaginarium Theater, do some sort of challenge, and get the key. Okay. You will also initially get 2 keys when you unlock the gameplay for the first time, so you get 1 character trial for free. I'll probably do Jean, since that's the only character that I'm really using currently on 2 teams. So I mean, okay, so we'll at least be able to redeem 1 character off rip. After unlocking a challenge challenge stage, you must also fulfill the following requirements to meet the challenge. To begin the challenge, character must be level 90, so that's a maxed out character. For some people, for a lot of people, level 90 is expensive. To jump from level 80 to 90 in both XP and Mora is kind of crazy. And then their friendship level must be level 8. Honestly, that low key might be even harder if you just got the character, which I mean, I will be surprised if you did. I mean, if you're not a new player, I guess you could be really unlucky or really lucky that you've never gotten Diluc. I can't say the same. I have him as C3. So yeah, friendship level 8. I mean, if you have a maxed out teapot with like the full comfort experience, whatever they call it, getting them to level 8 shouldn't take too long. If you're really focused on that. You will need a teapot and make sure you do all your dailies every day with them, because that gives character friendship experience. Claiming your dailies with that character would help. Doing ley lines and domains also helps. I don't know how quick a targeted grind could be, but that might be an issue for some people if they just got the character. Especially going forward, if they start choosing like newer characters, you know, to be on this challenge. Getting them to level 8, friendship 8 could take a while. Even longer than level 90, because all you have to do is just pre-farm to get them to level 90, which probably could take less time. So you can have up to 4 keys at once. You will not be able to claim more while at the limit, so just use them. I'm hoping that this is also like what we currently have set up for these story quests, to where you can only hold those 3 keys, but you can like unlock them and you don't have to play them. So I mean, as long as we're just able to unlock all 5 of them, you only really need 10 keys. And once you've unlocked them all, just do them at your own pace. To avoid not being able to claim more keys, you can unlock the character challenges first and then go complete the challenges once you met the requirements. Cool. Okay. After its character challenge has been unlocked, you can challenge it multiple times. Is this going to be like a one and done, or is this going to be like you got to farm it? Hold on. During the challenge, you must bring the designated character to each stage, obviously. You will then need to overcome all sorts of different trials by relying on both a deep understanding of the character's characteristics as well as a high level of gameplay skill. Complete all the challenge objectives in each phase of the corresponding character's challenge stage to obtain rewards. In the gameplay here, we just see them bringing a Chi-Chi to a challenge. Let's see. Okay, so are you given, okay, you're given a child character. I don't know if you can choose that second character, but if I can, I wish I can pause this animation. Hold on. Nope. Okay, here's the special rules. Let's see. While you're completing the challenge objectives, you will also need to pay attention to the special rules of each phase. For the Chi-Chi example here, we see that in IC Resurrection Phase 2, all party members will periodically lose HP. Characters can be defeated by this HP lost. Opponents' physical and crowd resistance are increased in IC Resurrection Phase 2. So since Chi-Chi is a healer, I guess the rule here will be keep the characters alive is how you're gonna be ranked, which I mean, I guess if you have, what is that testing, a high energy recharge, I guess that's it. You know what I just thought about, you know, I'm assuming these challengers are gonna be built for characters at C0, but I wonder how much easier would it be if you have them at high constellations? You know, would that really skew, I mean, probably will skew the challenge a bit, but how much geared, I don't want to say it's like a whale tactic, because they're standard characters, you know, it's low-key kind of hard to see 6 standard character unless you're really unlucky. But even then, you might get more Chi-Chis than Jeans, for example. Anyways, so and here's a cosmetic showcase. Here we see Diluc with the fire trail. Now, I have Diluc on that 5-star skin they released. I haven't used them ever since, but I'll probably go back and max out my Diluc because he's at C3. I might as well. I don't have Wolf's Greystone, but I'll figure out some good weapon to use on him. And I guess that fire trail, I mean, my Diluc's gonna be dripped out. It's just I don't really use him. I have Hu Tao. I have Arlecchino. It's hard to justify a use for Diluc when he kind of fits the same niche that the other two do. Then there's the Jean with more dandelions. We just got a new pose for her in the Imaginarium Theater. Ningguang with the rocks. I mean, that's cool. I use her as a support character. Oh, I might do that every now and then. And then the little ghost following Chi-Chi. Now that would be cool in Hu Tao. I can't wait for them to actually start doing limited 5 stars, because that is where the real drip will begin. And then after receiving a cosmetic reward, you'll be able to equip it from the character dressing room page. Obviously, that's where I assumed it would go. All right, and that seems to be it on both articles. Just a read over of what to expect in the next patch. Obviously, I'm excited. It's quality of life and it's more content. How can we really complain? I'll definitely give this a try and make a video on it. Probably Jean, then D-Luke. I'm not gonna build Chi-Chi. I'm not gonna bother. And then probably Ningguang. Expect that in the future when 4.8 drops. What is it, like next week, next Tuesday? That's all I have for you today, folks. Take care of yourselves. This has been Jeff Fixations. Goodbye.
Screaming in public restrooms prank.